Everyone hates boring grapplers. It's boring to watch. Most of the time it doesn't work in MMA or any self-defense situation. And most of the time it doesn't even end in any submissions, which makes it even more boring to watch. This video is about to change your game completely. I'm gonna give you practical, actionable steps that are gonna change you completely from a boring grappler to someone who has no shame whatsoever in showing your workmates your recent competition footage. Or if you're pretty new to grappling, then this video is gonna help you to completely never be a boring grappler. So I'm not gonna waste any more time, let's get straight into it. Okay, section 1, we're gonna look at some attacks. There are 3 main pillars of the attacks. You've got wrestling, submissions, and sweeps. So let's go through them individually. The first step to never being a boring grappler is you need wrestling. Everyone hates guard pullers, like high level guys, sure, like that stuff, it is actually entertaining to watch. It's cool what they do, they get straight into it, make some attack out of their guard pull, but mostly beginners just sit down and wait for their guard to be passed, which is not what you want to be doing. You want to be standing up and wrestling. It's just the pulling guard and not knowing what to do with it and then waiting for your guard to be passed is what's boring. So let's change that. So the very first step is to learn wrestling basics. Learn how to do the most effective takedowns. So double legs, single legs. And if you really want to avoid being a boring grappler, take a look at some judo. Judo is a super underrated martial art. Massive throws get the crowds going crazy, and so do the devious little trips. The premise here though is that you need to know how to wrestle with someone, how to stand up grapple and take someone down confidently. So the first actionable step is start going to wrestling class more often with the intention of learning how to effectively take someone down. Step 2, let's talk about some submissions. Whether you like it or not, you need to know submissions from almost every position. If you really want to escape being termed boring, you've got to expand your horizons and not just do the basic armbar or Americana submission. Learn submissions that are unexpected and that you don't see too often. Triangle from the back, omoplata, choi bar, baseball bat choke. Go onto YouTube and look up how to do an omoplata and then just watch the video. Or you could just talk to your coaches about it next time you're training. Another really important point about submissions that I want to get into is actually going for submissions. What makes a grappler boring is someone who doesn't even go for anything. If you see a triangle opening, just shoot it up straight away. Don't just sit around waiting for the perfect opportunity because chances are there's not really ever going to be perfect opportunities. You've just got to get good at doing them from not so perfect opportunities. And then once you get good at that, you'll be shooting up triangles from almost everywhere. So practical step, next time you're rolling with someone, consciously think about when is this next opportunity coming. As soon as you see it, go for whatever submission that is. I don't mean rip it on and hurt your opponent. I mean, don't just watch opportunities come and go because, oh, I wasn't in the perfect position for it, or my arms weren't long enough there. Just go for it. A quick side point here, I recommend you work on your flexibility so that you actually have the physical attributes that allow your body to send up submissions even from awkward positions. If you're interested in improving your flexibility, check the first link in the description for my MMA Jiu-Jitsu specific flexibility course. Step 3, let's talk about some sweeps. These are super overlooked. No one knows any sweeps and I don't know why. When I'm training, no one ever tries to sweep me. I don't know why. If you're in my closed guard, the first thing I'm looking to do is sweep you. Because they're so rare to see these days, they're really entertaining to watch and not boring at all. Sweeps change the pace of the fight completely. 1 minute you're getting pinned down and your opponent's doing nothing. The next, you flip them over, you're on top and you're sending the next submission opportunity you see. To be able to sweep from bottom position is super important. So here are the 3 positions that I recommend you go right after this video. Go and look up some videos on how to do these sweeps. Sweeps from closed guard, sweeps from butterfly guard, and sweeps from half guard. Those 3 positions are probably the most common positions where you can use sweeps from. If you're new to Jiu-Jitsu and you don't want to be boring, go to those positions and learn at least 2 sweeps from each position. All right, section 2, let's talk about some defense. There are 2 main pillars here, that is submission defense and escaping position. So let's go into the submission defense first. The best piece of advice I can give you to not be boring in your submission defense is to learn late stage submission defense. Look, this obviously comes with a lot of experience and practice, but learning late stage defense, being able to get out of a submission that's locked in, is certainly something you don't see boring grapplers doing. There's plenty of videos out there on this: triangle late stage defense, armbar defense. The first one that comes to mind actually is the hitchhiker escape from an armbar. When someone goes for an armbar and suddenly the person hitchhikers out of there, there's a lot of tension in the fight and it's really entertaining to watch. If you don't know any late stage submission defense, you're just gonna get submitted and it's just gonna be an underwhelming end to a fight. So learn your late stage submission defense. All right, now let's go into escaping bottom position. There are two main ways you can escape bottom position. One of them is regaining your guard, and the second one is wrestling up. If you're a good guard player and you can go straight into sweeps and submissions, then go for regaining your guard to escape, let's say side control. Regain your guard, get back into closed guard or some form of your guard, and go straight into a sweep or a submission. But let's just be completely honest here. Most beginners aren't really that great at using their guard at all, and that probably includes you. So in that case, I recommend learning to wrestle up. This usually involves fighting for an underhook and then going into a single leg from there or a back take. I mean, ideally, you want to be good with your guard and good with your wrestling so you have lots of options in your escape. You can either regain your guard or you can go for a wrestle up. But most people aren't that great with their guard, especially at the lower levels. So wrestling up is certainly a more entertaining thing to watch. And it actually is a really good skill to have, being able to wrestle up from a bottom position, because that's something that's probably a little bit more MMA applicable and self-defense street fight applicable as well. So in your escapes, I recommend, if you're a beginner, learning to wrestle up rather than regain your guard. Needless to say, if you want to be a dominating, non-boring MMA or jiu-jitsu fighter, you're going to need to have strength and flexibility specific to your sport. And of course, as well as the techniques that I've mentioned so far. Because that strength and flexibility enables you to perform the techniques that I've just explained to a higher level, which is going to skyrocket your MMA and jiu-jitsu performance. So if you feel like you have a really busy life, but you are serious about improving at MMA or jiu-jitsu, click the first link in the description for my MMA specific power, flexibility, and balance course. Currently, I'm working on this full program, so if the link's not there just yet, subscribe and stick around because I plan on releasing that course in probably a few weeks. If you want to see more videos like this from a small YouTuber centered around helping you improve at MMA around other life commitments such as work and university, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.